EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one. Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Dillon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence dancing to his left.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Exit. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Pat Freiermuth.
33 yards.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jahan Dotson, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken just shy of the 10 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 31, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Lawrence
steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Braxton Berrios, 69 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Brady.
Complete, it's Dotson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Brady. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
From the 44, Lawrence. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
There you go. Got him again.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Hall again.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Hunter Bryant. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Brady.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
And folks, kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brady going to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Brady to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Elijah Moore, 30 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alan Lazard. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.